Hello everyone, I am in New York and I'm here with my good friend Alyse from Raw Alignment. Can you tell us a little bit about you and where people can find you?
Yeah, so my name is Alyse and I have a YouTube channel here called Raw Alignment. And I share videos about self-love and fitness and minimalism, veganism, a bunch of stuff.
I love her videos. She's so inspiring and I'm so happy to be her friend and to be spending time with her.
Likewise.
Yeah. And today we decided to film a video for both our channels on our experiences of eating all raw to incorporating some cooked food into our diets. As you guys know, that was part of my journey and we have similarities in that where Alyse has also been through that. And so on her channel, I shared my journey, which you guys already know a lot of, but I shared other things. And today she's gonna share her journey and the benefits that she's found incorporating some cooked food. How was your journey? Like, how long did you eat 100% raw? And
it's kind of been on and off for me. For the past 3 years, I've been vegan and I went through phases of like multiple weeks, multiple months eating all raw. So it wasn't like full 1 year, 2 years, 3 years eating all raw. It's just been like raw cooked. But this most recent time around, I was eating raw for 4 months straight, 3 or 4 months. And then I transitioned into cooked food, and one of the first things that I noticed was that my digestion was so much better. And I was so confused at first because I had this idea in my head that like raw food was going to heal my digestion. But what I realized was that raw vegetables were really, really hard on my digestion, and that cooked vegetables really helped me a lot switching to cooked food. So that was one of the big things.
That's interesting. You didn't get like bloated as you did with raw? Did you feel that?
Yeah, I just had really, really rough digestion towards the end eating raw, and I couldn't figure out what it was because I was eating so clean, so healthy. But I think it was just those vegetables didn't really work so well for me. So I've been eating a lot of steamed broccoli and other veggies, and it just works really well.
Nice. I can relate to that too because I'm able to eat more veggies that I wouldn't normally eat when they were raw. Like I eat way more broccoli and asparagus, and those were two veggies that I did not really eat raw. And you're getting in more minerals when you're eating other veggies, so that's really important too.
Another thing that I felt different when I decided to start eating more cooked food was that I stayed full for longer, and that was really helpful for me because I work a lot during the day, and being able to stay full helped me stay focused on my work because I didn't have to keep getting up and interrupting my work to prepare some sort of a raw food that would keep me full for like a certain period of time, and then I'd have to make it again. And that process can be fun. Like it can be fun to make food all the time, and it definitely served a role in my life for a while, but I definitely enjoy being able to stay full for longer now.
Yeah, I can relate to that. When I am working on a project, like I know I have to be on a computer for a long time, I'll eat like some oats or an oatmeal or something for breakfast, and that'll just keep me through for like 4 or 5 hours until my next meal.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So another thing is that I feel like when I eat cooked, it's easier to get more protein in. And I've been weightlifting for about 3 years now, maybe more than that. And I started to feel like when I was eating raw that I wasn't experiencing the strength gain and the muscle gains that I felt like I should based on the amount of weightlifting that I was doing. Like I was very, very disciplined in the gym, and I felt like I wasn't gaining muscle from it. And I started to incorporate more protein when I was eating, like when I transitioned to more cooked food. So I started eating like beans and broccoli, things like hummus, sometimes tofu, but usually just like a lot of whole foods, protein packed. And I started to notice a difference like almost immediately in the way that I felt in the gym and the muscle that I started putting on. So that was just like a cool little plus. I really had faith that I could do that raw, but it just seemed to happen easier when I was eating cooked.
Yeah. I definitely saw a difference in your pictures. Like when you posted on Instagram, I did see a little bit more definition. So maybe it had to do with that.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that I was telling her is sometimes I feel when I eat all raw, which doesn't really bother me that much, but I do carry a little bit more water weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's this more water lining on my skin, and when I eat more cooked, just that water gets sucked out, and that muscle definition is more visible.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that. So in addition to experiencing these handful of benefits, like eating more cooked food, I also know that there's so many benefits to eating all raw for certain periods of time, and for certain individuals, for certain cases. It's like an amazing way to eat. So
yes.
I want to just talk about some of the benefits that I felt when I initially went raw, and that I still know to be true for when I do eat raw. One of them is that I wake up with so much energy. I feel like when I'm eating more raw food or all raw, I just am like buzzing with energy from the second I wake up. And when I have like a little bit of cooked food, that just goes down a little tiny bit. And it also depends on the type of cooked food that I eat. Like the more healthy whole foods that I eat, I still have like energy when I wake up. And then like if I start incorporating saltier food or like any processed food, then that energy is just like down. So that's one of the benefits.
I can totally relate to that. When I'm eating all raw, I just feel like super buzzed, like you say, like so much energy, which is great. Like if you're suffering from chronic fatigue, or you just don't like to wake up in the morning, when you start eating all raw, like you'll feel this burst of energy and you'll love it.
Also, raw food is just simply beautiful. Like it's really pretty.
So pretty.
It's vibrant in its colors, and when I was eating all raw, I just felt like every meal that I ate was so beautiful. And sometimes it like brought me to tears, because it was just like so pretty. Like how is the food that I'm eating like so beautiful? And like now eating more cooked food, like I can prepare things in a pretty way, but not everything is colorful.
I think when you eat raw with cooked, then it looks really pretty.
Yeah.
So it's just having that balance, because it's not just about going all cooked. It's like about eating raw and adding some cooked.
Yes, raw food is just very, very healing and cleansing, and it's amazing for inflammation and for immunity. So if you're feeling sick, or you're just wanting to cleanse your body or have a reset, it's amazing for that. And I know that I can always turn to 100% raw, eating all raw when I'm feeling a little low, when something is out of balance in my body. I know how to bring it back into balance, and raw food is really, really good for that.
It's true. Smoothies, juices, fruit, I mean, I totally agree with that. Whenever I feel sick, I'll just do like a one-day just juice feast, and then the next day I wake up like, perfect. I'm ready for you. Bring it on. No, seriously. And the more raw that you eat, the less sick you get, I feel like. Ever since I started eating a high raw vegan diet, I rarely get sick. Like it's very, very rare that I get sick. So the
only time in my life that the only time that I was eating all raw that I did get sick was when I had like a lot of emotional stuff going on, like other stressors.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to like eating raw, that definitely made those stressful times easier. So
for sure,
it's just good stuff.
Yeah, and of course these are our personal journeys. You have your personal journey, so it's really listening to that intuition inside of you and following that, and learning to know how your body reacts to certain foods, and also what climate you're in, where you live in, what season it is. Like so many factors taken into place, whether you're going 100% raw or doing raw and then adding some cooked food too. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Alyse, for sharing with us. Thank you for coming here to New York and meeting up with me, and yeah, it's been so much fun.
Thank you for having me.
It's been great, and you definitely have to go check out her channel. I know many of you probably already know her, but if you don't, check her out, and I'll leave all of her links below, and her Instagram too. You can check her out there too. And on the other part of this video, I share my experience, so I'll leave the link to that below.
Check it out, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it.
Yay! And subscribe here below, subscribe to her channel, And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys for all your support. If you guys have been through kind of the same journey as us, if you've passed through months eating all raw and then eating some cooked food and you have something to share, we would love it if you left it in the comments below.
This way you'll know that you're not alone. There's so many individuals going through similar situations, and it just feels good sometimes to read other people's stories and to be able to relate to them.
Yes, exactly. All right guys, thank you so much again, and we'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye!